related to the speaking and listening tasks, and they can understand better. Time management is a issue somehow, but we will do that.
Okay, so they
Hello?
yes, so they need to find 10 minutes of their time to speak English, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And the second I'm gonna get back to Betty. The second problems, and before that, I'm gonna give a tip myself to help them as well. Um, that happened to me too when I was learning English. When I said that I didn't have enough time, but actually it was not a problem of time. But sometimes we are kind of afraid of speaking the language because it's not our own language. We don't want to. We want to speak it, but we are afraid of making mistakes, and we say we don't have time. But when I really wanted to speak English, I got some time. I had a schedule. I tried to find almost every day a spot in my time to
I'm fine.
I'm good. So, Sanjita.
Sangeeta. Oh, yeah, I'm Sangeeta from India. I'm a teacher, government school in India in Delhi. I teach English,
Okay, that's good.
and
How long have
and
how long have you
and today. Oh,
how
do,
long have you
do
been
you hear?
teaching?
Do you hear me?
What you say?
Today topic is speaking and listening. You know,
No. Today the topic is um
speaking and listening.
how to like overcome.
Sentences,
Mhm.
and then uh, you know, then move on the large and large sentence, and finally we deliver entire speech in our own words, in our own sentences, and we can deliver any conversation with anyone, and which help you, speaking better. You can learn.
Sanjita, I don't
With
hear you. I don't hear you well.
and speaking, sentence structure, grammar, vocabulary, all these are the main area, and the fluency, pronunciations. These are the main focus on speaking English.
Mhm. So you've been teaching English for how long?
Uh, More than 20 years. I have
20
20
years?
years. Yeah.
A lot. Yeah, and I guess that you enjoy.
I have teaching after computers also.
Say that
For
again. Say that again.
okay, I have teaching after computer as a teacher of English. Now, so
Mhm.
many years ago. Now I am in Delhi.
Mm, I don't get the last part, but yes, I'm just we here, like I told you earlier, like we here to kind of talk about the obstacles that people are facing, the challenges sometimes when they want to speak well, they have some problems. So that's what we'll be talking about today. So I'm glad that you joined us. You're here, and to discuss that. So you live in New Delhi, India, right?
This is my home now. I live here. I'm doing job here.
Okay.
And what about you?
Me, I live in Haiti, Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Yeah, I know that. That's in nearby some, you know,
Some.
country.
Say that again.
You know, Canada, Iceland. No, I don't know the island name now.
You want to know the name? What name? I mean, Haiti. You talking about or
Yeah.
Haiti? You know Haiti, right?
Nearby. Yeah, nearby your
Nearby.
country. Yeah.
Yeah, Haiti.
Yeah,
In,
Haiti.
in America,
Okay, you
in the
tell me.
Caribbean.
Okay, you tell. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's yeah. So that's what we're doing. I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting for the discussion to keep
Okay, we
going.
can talk about a listening task also. And listening is more focused, and whenever we speak, we have to be listen carefully and give 100% focused attention to the listener. And we need to sense it of what the speaker, family issues, school advertisement, extra. We have to listen them. And
I think there was kind of some disruption in the speaking. We have Betty here. I don't know.
wow, where is Pachi? Please come.
Betty,
I
yeah,
want to talk.
Betty is here.
Yeah. Hi, Betty.
Betty,
Oh,
how
hello,
are you?
hello, Angela. How are you? Fine, thank you.
Fine. Can you move the camera a little bit? Can you move the camera? Betty.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, perfect.
yeah, yeah. That's good. Say. And Sanjita, we have Sanjita here from India, and
Mm-hmm.
English teacher from India. And today we plan on talking about how to overcome four big obstacles to learning, no, not to learning, to speaking English. The first one, actually, it's the I'm gonna tell you this meetup will be online on Facebook. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it'll be recorded to post it online for the others, because not a lot of people, and the people, not everyone knows how to use Zoom now. So we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have record this and let him have it on Facebook. Okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the first obstacle that we have, or we mentioned today, it's the lack of time. A lot of time people say they don't have time to practice, they don't have time to speak English, they are very busy. That's what keeps them from being fluent. What do you think about it? Like, let me start with Sanjita, and after I will take your bitch.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sanjita. uh, Sanjita, I don't hear you. Check the.
Well,
I don't hear. I don't hear you well. I don't hear you at all. Oh, okay.
start first, then I will. Okay. I already tell you. No? Hello.
Bitchy, can you hear her? Can you hear her?
Yes, yes, I heard her.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Sanjita, you have the mic.
Hello. Something.
Hello,
Hello.
Sanjita, are you here?
Something. Connection.
Yeah.
Okay, start with Bechida.
Okay, hello,
Okay. Do you want to start now, Bitchy? Because I
Sanjita.
do you hear Sanjita? Well, I don't hear her.
Really? Yes, I heard her.
Oh, okay. What did she say?
No, she only agreed.
Okay,
Okay.
Bechida, start first.
But okay, hello, Sanjita.
Yeah, yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Sanjita. Yes, I heard you.
First of all, you will start, no? Then I'll.
Sanjita. Yes, I heard you.
Mm-hmm.
Sanjita.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I start.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please start.
Okay, okay. Well, according to Angela, what is the difficulties, no, to
Mm-hmm.
in English, right?
Wait, yes,
I see to maybe to speak fluently.
the first thing is the lack of time. The first obstacle is the lack of time.
Mm-hmm. I think and maybe we don't. It's not necessary to translate. No,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if we maybe give me an idiom, for example, it's raining cats and dogs. No, maybe one expression. And imagine that I don't know what is the meaning of it's raining cats and dogs. Probably I will think that from the I don't know from the sky will be cats and dogs, no, maybe falling down, but it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that meaning. So I think another difficulty maybe for speaking is that maybe we don't understand maybe this kind of idioms, and I can continue maybe uh, I can continue talking maybe in this conversation because I'm gonna miss the meaning of the expression that the other person can say.
So to overcome the lack of time, like when you were learning English, so you learned it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you were learning English, what did you do to overcome the lack of time? I don't know if I.
Ah, okay, okay. Probably that. Mm, Probably if I manage the time, probably I have to maybe have a plan study, no? Sorry, a
Mhm.
study plan, and maybe I can organize my time. For example, during the morning, no, usually I work, but in the afternoon, maybe I can have like maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, no? Or if I
Mhm.
have less of these minutes, the idea is to organize our schedules.
Okay, that's good. Let me go to Sanjita now to
Mhm.
see if is Sanjita. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
Okay. So did you hear the question? So what did you do, or how do you do to overcome the lack of time, the lack of time when people say you didn't have enough time to practice? How do you manage that to have enough time to speak English?
Uh, we have we are very little bit challenged with in our classroom we with students so many small activities related to the speaking and listening tasks, and they can understand better. Time management is a issue somehow, but we will do that.
Okay, so they
Hello?
yes, so they need to find 10 minutes of their time to speak English, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And the second I'm gonna get back to the second problems, and before that, I'm gonna give a tip myself to help them as well. Um, that happened to me too when I was learning English. When I said that I didn't have enough time, but actually it was not a problem of time. But sometimes we are kind of afraid of speaking the language because it's not our own language. We don't want to. We want to speak it, but we are afraid of making mistakes, and we say we don't have time. But when I really wanted to speak English, I got some time. I had a schedule. I tried to find almost every day a spot in my time to practice English with people. So yeah, for sure, I agree with you when you said that they if you want to speak English, if you really think that's necessary, it's a need for you, maybe for your job, for travel. So you need to find time to do that. Are you
Yes,
here?
yes. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay,
Okay,
Bessie.
let's go now to the second obstacle. It's the one way thinking. It's when for people who speak another language, like they are not native speakers and they speak another language. Now when they're learning English, they tend to translate every single word when they're listening to something,
Yeah,
every
yeah,
single
yeah.
word. When they're gonna speak, they translate
Gonna
every.
speak the trans.
Yeah, for that, that is for a new language for them, no? It's very hard to understand first learner, no? They have to lot of practice for that, no? I think so. Do you hear me?
Not really, not well. Bechi,
Well,
did you hear her well?
yes.
What did she say?
I
I'm
li-
sorry, the words, and
Yeah.
because we got
First
to
of all,
use.
we have to, first of all, we have to give it very easy words. That we have to be, smaller words, and then give bigger words.
Yeah, yeah,
Difficult word.
small,
That's
yes,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. The
uh-huh,
easy to hard task. This is the main area of learning any languages. For
mm-hmm,
the learners. Easy
mm-hmm.
to
Mhm.
hard. You have to
Easy to
go that
hard,
way.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Easy
yeah,
to
yeah. I'm
hard,
saying like that.
small to big,
Yeah,
yeah, got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Actually, we have someone else here. it's LG Stilo 4 Plus. I don't think that's his name, but I think his microphone is off, so I cannot have him speak. Yeah, LG's I don't know, LG Stilo. Try to activate your microphone so we can hear you. Okay, because we just see you, but you cannot like speak and participate like correctly in the chat. And the last obstacle we're gonna see for today, it's the problem of listening when they cannot listen. Like they know words, they but
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
hear
Nana
nothing.
doesn't want to listen anyone. It's very hard for them. They don't want
Yeah.
to listen
What would you tell
anyone.
them? What would
You
you
know,
tell
yeah. Why teachers are always speaking, and students listen.
them?
Hello.
What would you tell them?
You know.
Let's start with Sanjita. What would you tell someone like that? Like, what would you advise to that person, like, to gain more confidence in listening? Because listening is a big part of speaking English.
Yeah. Listening is more focused. Give 100% attention to the listener. I mean, you just sense what the speaker is trying to say. You know,
Mm-hmm.
listening is actually feeling, no? And listening requires more intelligence than speaking, no? What I think so, and 100% physically and mentally involved with that person. What is speaker trying to say? That
Mm-hmm.
that is the main area of listening. And our
Some,
learners.
yeah, sometimes it gets slow. I mean, slower. Like your brain goes slow on this process. Like you're trying to listen. You don't know the person speaks fast, and it takes time to understand. So you don't really catch up with that person speaking. So that, what do you think about that,
Yeah.
Bechi? What would your opinion?
Oh yes, one of the well, one of the listening skills, no, is one of the most effective trouble for students for this kind of learning. I think the best way maybe that they can overcome the listening skills is that they have to repeat, no, or they
Mm-hmm.
need to listen more postcards, maybe videos, that they have to be constantly listening something, repeating words, maybe
Mm-hmm.
repeating expressions. No, I think repetition is one of the best way that the students can be familiar with this kind of sentences or
And after, when someone is talking, they can have someone else. And, when you repeat, and you'll be copy you well. That's it, right?
That's it.
And actually, we have someone just come, Musin. Hello, Musin. Hello. No, Musin doesn't have a microphone. So that's LG and Musin. They don't have microphone. Okay, so today, thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you.
Most welcome, Anglo and Patchy. Nice to
Thank
meet you.
you.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet
Thank
you
you.
too.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Sanjita.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have
Thank
a
you, Patchy. Thank you, Patchy and Anglo, sir.
thank you, Sanjita.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a last word from
I really
you.
appreciate your team for that. You are doing like that. And it's a big platform for us to discuss every problem and every issues with you and your entire team. I'm grateful to you.
Thank you.
Thanks a
Thank you.
lot.
Thank
Okay.
you. We're doing what we
Okay.
can because we are in this education stuff
Yeah.
together.
We all are learners, so
Thank you.
we learn each and every moment in our life. I think so.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you, Sanjita. Bechi, what do you want to say to wrap up today?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Angelo. Thank you for doing a good job with this WhatsApp group, with this platform, with this Facebook page. You are doing a good job trying to motivate to the teachers to constantly practicing, being participating in these kind of workshops, videos too.
Thank you, and I will see you there. Actually, LG cannot talk to us because his microphone or her microphone, I don't know if it's a boy or girl. And we keep in touch, we keep chatting, and thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, bye
Bye,
bye. Take care.
bye, bye, bye. Take care and stay safe,
You too,
stay
thank
home.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay,
Thank
bye,
you.
bye, bye.
Bye bye, guys. Take care.
Bye.